Hello there, it's Tanya Gabrielle, Wealth Astronumerologist, and welcome to your Libra full moon forecast on March 31st, 2018, happening at 1:37 p.m. in London Universal Time, 9 a.m. New York, and 6 a.m. in LA. Now, this is the third lunation in March, which is rare. We had the same thing happen in January where we had two full moons and a new moon. Same thing in March. So it's a special full moon. It's called a blue moon. It's not that it looks blue, it's just that it's the second full moon of the month, right? So it happens on the 31st, which is a number of genius, of out-of-the-box thinking, of just being totally in touch with your intuition and not taking no for an answer, just listening closely to what you truly feel, even if it is out of the box and unconventional. And it happens at 10 degrees. The sun is at 10 degrees in Aries, the moon 10 degrees in Libra. 10 degrees is all about new beginnings, instant manifestation, forward momentum. And what's so fabulous is that 7 out of 10 planets are in cardinal signs for this full moon. And the cardinal signs are the signs that herald our 4 seasons. So they usher in a new beginning, just like the number 10. So, of course, the cardinal sign of Aries is governed by the sun in Aries. Mercury and Uranus are also in Aries. The moon is in Libra, and Mars, Saturn, and Pluto are in Capricorn. These are all cardinal signs. And this is really exciting because of the attention to action, setting your goals, and moving forward with something brand new. Now, the sun is conjunct Mercury, and Mercury went into retrograde, but it's happening in Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac. So it's a different kind of retrograde. It does still have a sense of forward momentum. It's just that you want to start your plans after April 15th when Mercury moves direct again. However, you want to manifest in your mind. You want to set goals in your mind. You want to have conversations with others and connect with others and really look at what is my message, right? Mercury retrograde lets you go within very deeply. And at this point, you're birthing something new at the onset of the astrological year. We are in Aries now, and it has a lot of profound meaning. Now, what's helping you really have the sense of urgency is there's a powerful T-square between the sun and the moon, which are opposite each other, and they're both forming a 90-degree angle with Mars and with Saturn that are in conjunction in Capricorn. So T-squares are excitable anyways, but this one is particularly excitable because Mars is, of course, your energy source, right? So we're going to be activating a call to action at this point to release any emotional tension. Now, you are going to search for commitment. Saturn is about commitment and responsibility and timing. And Mars merged with the sun and moon is asking you to make that commitment in your intimate relationships, whether they are professional or personal. So even if that means, since this is a full moon in Libra, which brings balance to everything, and we'll get to that in a minute, even if that means that you need a kind of a timeout or a separation energetically to bring things into harmony, that is what is called for. So just really pay attention to that. Definitely it's a time to bring any energy, especially in your relationships, into balance. Saturn rules karma, timing. It's the planet of Chronos, of time. Mars is your drive, your sexuality, your energy. You're bringing that into balance through forgiveness, through release of the ego. So if you feel like you're right and the other person's wrong, you want to let go of wanting to control the situation, control the dynamic, the themes of the conversation. You want to definitely take your feelings seriously while also taking the feelings seriously of whoever you're talking to. This is Libra, after all. It brings everything into balance. So be patient and compassionate if you don't agree. This T-square will cause some tension if you don't, if you go into aggression instead of compassion, there's going to be some tension in your life. Basically, that's it in a nutshell. Now, the wonderful thing about this March 31st date is that Venus on that same day moves into Taurus. Now, Venus rules Libra, and Venus rules Taurus. It's one of two planets that rules two horoscope signs. So on the same day as the Libra full moon, Venus, which rules that full moon, moves into its other sign that it rules. So this is very powerful. It puts a big Venus energy into the mix, and of course that dissipates a lot of the tension of this T-square. Now, Venus is the divine feminine energy, and Mars is actually the sacred masculine. So we've got the divine feminine, sacred masculine, both being highlighted here, and Libra is about bringing the energy into balance. So how fabulous is that? It really allows the Venusian energy of pleasure and abundance and feeling good and focusing on your values and bringing things into harmony, focusing on sensuality, on art, on music, beauty, and your financial flow. You know, Taurus rules the second house of money and values. So there's a sense of all this energy, this focus, being redirected or newly directed on how you create money in a way that has meaning for you, right? And carries a lot of passion. Now, the date of March 31st, numerologically, adds up to 18. And that's a number of compassion, of rest, of unconditional love, of leadership that is coming from wisdom, setting an example. There may be unexpected events during this full moon that bring a lot of healing. 18 is definitely about healing. It reduces to 9, which is about letting go and culmination. And with the number 31 for March 31st, this numerological code is all about gaining a new perspective, of using an unusual approach, right, to resolve something that's out of balance maybe, and that releases you from a previous way of approaching it. So be very patient, connect to your heart center. Libra is the sign that stays calm amidst any disharmony, any conflict, right? So if there is any imbalance, it's very important during Libra full moon to feel that connection again, that connection to source, that connection to your heart. Always go back to that. The other thing to just remind all of us of during any Libra influence is that we're in an 11 universal year in 2018. And 11 is the portal. It is the masculine, feminine, right? The yin and yang portal that we walk through and bring our life into balance. Basically, we live in the moment, and by living in the moment, our masculine and feminine are completely in harmony. And Libra represents that same yin and yang merging together into balance message, right? So spending time doing things that uplift you, especially through art, music, beauty of nature, anything that's pleasurable, luxurious, gorgeous, you know, bringing flowers into your home, bringing beautiful scents into your home, buying a few orchids. You know, it is the beginning of spring here in the Northern Hemisphere, so it's a celebration of nature, of things blooming again. You want to connect to that joy. And basically just remember that you have a choice at every moment, right? That's what the 11 and Libra represents. The choice is to move forward or to stay in a place of indecision and feel incomplete. So by making a decision, you always get feedback. Without that decision, you can't move forward. You stay frozen and you stay put. You don't grow, right? A plant has to push through and make incredible effort, you know, to break through the ground and to bloom and to make a decision to open up and be vulnerable and face the sun and then fold down during the evenings, right? Those are all decisions. Those are all natural life yin and yang moments that we need to also always be in tune with. So you are basically taking control of your life right now by making decisions that give you feedback, that allow you to make any corrections, course corrections through the feedback, right, which you wouldn't otherwise receive if you didn't act and decide on something. And in doing so, you bring harmony and peace. So that's the yin and yang. The harmony and peace comes with the passion and the dedication to go for what you deeply value and not be afraid, not be caught in the old paradigm of what should I do, or this person thinks I should do this, or this is what's expected of me. No, 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 you leave that all behind. 11, our whole year this year is about leaving that behind, walking through the portal into you, into your soul-centered living, your divine inspiration, bringing the masculine and feminine together as one, and allowing you to grow in the way that brings you truly into harmony with everything and everyone, that uplifts you, that is for your highest good. So keep that in mind during this Libra full moon. It's a very important message in terms of the whole year coming together here in the beginning of spring. Have a fabulous Libra full moon, and I will see you in a couple weeks for the next new moon.